get advantage?
Hmm?
I get advantage on religion, or do you just want one?
You can roll it if you'd like, since you're proficient with it. All right. So yeah, that's a natural 20. You know that priests of Jerra, at their temples, these look like mummification type chambers, where a lot of times followers of Jerra would either offer themselves as sacrifices, or when they died, offer themselves as as pieces to be used in various rituals and stuff. And these look like preparation chambers for either these sacrifices or these bodies that are being preserved in some way.
Okay.
So nothing really special about them, just so much as, like, from everything so far, this really just looks like it was just a working temple of Jerra.
Sorry. Well, I was curious. You say that the preparation chamber. I'm hearing myself twice. Preparation chamber. Is there anything missing on the skeleton? It would tell us what kind of spells were being performed, or what, anything like that.
No. So the skeleton on the table is a little bit different than the rest of the skeletons you guys have seen, in that it looks like it has had some scoring and stuff on it. But that's from your knowledge of it. It's more than likely that it was an actual dead person that they were working on, while the skeleton remains that are on the floor next to the table were probably one of the priests working on it.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Sheila.
No. The dragon was just a random encounter from the jungle.
Yeah, I'll go in with it.
Okay, so you're expecting, Aaron, you're expecting because their preparation typically had 3 chambers.
Okay.
3 different chambers, like a 3-step process. So you're expecting this next room to be like that second processing room, and that's what it is. There's 3 tables in this room. There's more jars and clay pottery pieces and different things like this. There's another 2 kind of wrapped bodies this time on tables, as well as 3 other skeleton remains kind of around on the floor. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just do a medicine check. Oh, perfect, you did. They just look like bodies that are in the mummification process. You have not asked that, and no, not really. Most of the jars, there's a couple that look like they're whole, but there doesn't seem to be anything in them. There's been enough crumbling of walls and just crumbling of the pottery itself over time that nothing is really greatly intact.
Okay.
Okay. What are you looking for? The 3 priest type ones, you think?
Oh, and their clothes are gone too, aren't they?
I mean, the clothes don't, there seems to be indications that their robes were still on them and things. most of the clothes has decayed away over time, but you still see pieces of fabric and stuff of like a black coloring, which seem to indicate that they were still wearing clothes and things when this happened.
Gotcha.
But there's nothing in particular in this room that seems to hint towards why all these people suddenly died. No, but there is a door here.
Okay. I'm gonna...
You're muted, Brittany.
She asked you a question.
I don't know.
There has not been anything of that like symbol or anything like that in any of these rooms so far. Okay. It is the third room in the preparation process. There doesn't seem to be any bodies or skeletons or anything in this one. Nope, this was the second room. These two are identical first chambers. This is the second chamber. This is the third chamber. All right. So in this one, you notice that the table in this room is a little bit different than the other ones. This table, this stone table in the middle of the room, has a few inscriptions, again, kind of in that old language that none of you are familiar with, but, you know, is kind of through the temple a bit. And in the middle of this table is the symbol that Bloodren has used in the past. That signature symbol, this one, is in the middle of the table. But the thing is, it doesn't seem to be related to him.
How so? I mean, it's just because of how it's placed.
Just because of it, because, you know, it was all along the outside of this temple, and then it looks like it's just another symbol that this temple is using amongst the rest of its symbols.
Can I copy down the script to the best of my ability?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's more like really faint runes that have kind of, you know, decayed over time and stuff along the edges and stuff, but it's nothing different or unusual compared to the rest of the runes on top of the table or above the doors or anything like that. A lot of it just seems to be, you know, the script that they were writing with, and so if they had a sign, that's, you know, it's just they're kind of all over the place, but there doesn't seem to be anything odd about them. If that makes sense.
It's just written. It's not carved or anything like that.
I mean, it's carved into the stone of like the table, but it's not like super deep or anything. It's kind of, a lot of it is faded. No, there are. I'm assuming you guys that don't have dark vision are probably carrying torches.
I am carrying a torch, yeah.
Do you have dark vision?
hideout.
Where was that? I thought it was in there, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, let me pull this up real fast. You have right and or yeah, you have dark vision.
All right, I'm gonna check this door.
Okay, so you're carrying torches and stuff, and that's what's like lighting up the rooms and things.
Right.
All right. This room is kind of what looks like a staging area. So there's this door on the side here that probably leads further into what looks like. So this wall here looks like it's the wall of the pyramid. So this is the end of the building and the start of the pyramid. And this room just has kind of like a bunch of what looks like torches off onto one side, as well as like some other, what looks like the remains of some other religious paraphernalia in terms of just what's the word I'm looking for?
Ritualistic, maybe?
Ritualistic stuff, like just, kind of the pieces that they would use as they took the body into the main chamber.
Okay. Should I roll over religion to see if I see anything special about it?
Sure. Okay. All right. So you know that priests of Jerra would often take, once they have prepared a body, they would do typically 3 things with it. So if it is a sacrifice, they would take it to the top of the temple to finish the ritual of sacrifice. If it was a body that has been given to the temple for various purposes, they would take it kind of further into the temple, into the crypts. And if it was one of their own number, they would take it to wherever they buried their own dead.
I see. Okay.
Nothing that you note you should grab, but you do note that it seems that at least 1 or 2 of the torches have been used more recently than 150 years ago. You can't tell how long ago. It was still like a good 10 or more years ago. It could be 100 years ago that they were used, but they've been used more recently than how old everything else is. He'll have to cast a second spell of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think wore off a long time ago. And I'm not gonna cast it again because I only have 1 more cast after that. Or that is my last cast.
Okay.
So not going to cast it again? Okay.
I'll slowly try the door then.
All right.
Oh my.
So this is the central chamber.
I was hoping you were gonna say puzzle room. Damn it.
So you have these 4 pillars kind of supporting it. This central area of the room seems to go up to another story, and there seems to be some overlooks up above. But the central stone slab looks like kind of a big altar.
Okay.
And there is various writings all around it. But these writings are glowing.
Ah. Is it still in that old script?
Yes, it is.
Any symbols?
But what I need you to do... So this one does have, like the script and stuff, but you notice as part of this, yes, you can make an Arcana roll for these symbols since they are glowing. But you do notice it's
or lightning bugs.
Good job, everybody. You do notice that the blood rim symbol or the symbol that you think is like blood rims is interspaced as part of the writing of this.
Oh, like it's the symbol like crops up in the middle of the writing?
Yeah. You're not sure. Oh, you actually got a pretty good roll there. So, Scylla, as you are like trying to study these runes, they start to take shape, and you can read them. Well, if you look in your journal tab, you should have a new handout that says Tomb Inscription. You can if you'd like to, but since you're the only one that can read it, you're the only one with the access to it immediately. Or,
do we see any like
would you like
braziers or something like that?
Would you like? Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, she mentioned fires of different colors. I'm curious if are there like braziers on the pillars or something like that?
There aren't any braziers on the pillars, but looking back, the torches in the other room could probably be used to create different colored fires.
Oh. What did you say, Sil? What were you going to say?
I was trying to say is, does any of this have anything to do with that key that I have?
No, it does not.
Sacrifice with the intent of their service. With 4 fires was light the way to great and the never dead. 1 for red. Yeah, we need the 5th element.
This altar, no, it doesn't look like this altar goes anywhere. But there is a door over here with more symbols and stuff above it, with a very elaborate door. They are not.
How many torches did we find in that room?
There were a whole bunch of torches in the other room.
I'd like just to take a second to go and look. Can I investigate them for something weird? I mean, I don't know.
You can. You can.
I know what to look for because there's something. Maybe like the ingredients they use in the. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to say. Investigation, I assume.
So Heath says he goes and grabs one and comes back and lights one up. So they all seem to be the same, but their construction is such that when you light them, the flame seems to be easily manipulated by magic.
I see. Okay, well then I'll grab the other 3 that we may need and bring them back in this room.
So, how do I check? How do I check to manipulate them by magic? How would I do that?
Well, I would start by looking at what spells you have.
Nothing useful. Got it. I have fairy fire, burning hands, detect magic, healing word, and then resistance and guidance, which is kind of useless right now. Acid splash and sacred flame.
Eve.
Ah.
Scylla, I believe your spell Prestidigitation would be able to change the color of the flame on them. Yep. You can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, or an odor, or something like that. That would include like changing the color of. You can make a color or a mark or a symbol appear on an object, so you can change the color of a flame if you'd like.
And do you all want to do this? It might be summoning the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that what we came here for? I'm confused.
It's a cantrip, so you can cast it as many times as you want.
All right. Well, I'll.
Okay.
So you do that a few times, yeah.
All right. So who has which torch?
Well.
Where do we know that? Whether we have that or not?
I'll have
You
red.
have a blue torch. Okay.
Oh, I'll take red. I got red.
You want red? I guess I'll take white then.
Red. Domovoi has white. So I'm assuming Brittany will take the black one then. I'm gonna use that color since there's not a black dot. Okay.
Here.
So now what do you?
Guys,
Yes, Brittany.
sorry. Yes, if I was here. I'm just muted.
So now what do you guys do?
I vote we all throw our torches at the next person. So I'll throw mine towards Brophy, and Brophy will throw her towards Domovin, Domovin throw her towards Brittany, and Brittany will throw her towards mine, to me.
War fires must light the way.
You can see up further up into the upstairs of the temple, yeah. Yeah, the ceiling's only like 20 foot up or whatever, and there's nothing really special about it. It just looks like there's a couple, what it looks like is a couple of the rooms upstairs look down into this chamber.
You know what? Let me see if this door budges at all, just out of curiosity.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
It looks like a fairly simple door. Okay. Yep, just to check the door, make sure there's no traps or anything. You could just open it if you wanted. Okay.
Yeah, let's not. Anytime Michael suggests something, yeah, let's not. Because while I was clearly barging in through everything. Michael never once suggested for me to take my time or barge into everything.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the door. There's no traps on it or anything. There was a lock on it at one point, but that's rusted out, so you can very easily open it. It is a staircase up.
A very jangly staircase. On what to do? Well, okay, so to me, when I hear 4 fires must light the way, I feel like we have to be somewhere with the fire to open something, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, ask, are there symbols on the pillar that would relate to the message she read earlier?
No. No other symbols or anything that are glowing or anything like that. That's the entirety of the message she was able to get.
And there's nowhere to, like, put these torches where we're... Oh, sorry.
There's no place in this room to set the torches, no. You haven't yet.
Well, the torches were all in one little spot, and I feel like they would have been everywhere if that's really the case. I want to see if this door budges.
It does. It actually is. It glides open smoothly at the lightest touch. It leads to a hallway with symbols all along the wall of the Jerra symbol, as well as the other symbol, as well as other big symbols as well, and it looks very ornate.
Okay, so janky staircase or demonic hallway? Should we do like a 50-50? Demonic hallway less than 50? Oh shit. I guess we're going to the demonic hallway. Unless somebody else has a different idea.
It's gonna be fun for me whichever direction you go, so you know.
I get that feeling. You writing down the thing? Okay. You're fine.
So what if we split up?
It's usually a bad idea. Just no banging and no splitting up. those are the rules.
What kind of party is this?
We're rocks too. I don't know. That's what's the teeth are rock people.
So, question: can I blend in with these ruins?
I mean, yeah,
Straight against the wall.
I mean, yeah, it is a stone pyramid, so yes, theoretically.
And then my main thing is with all the symbols and writing, will that work too? Like if I stand next to a bunch of symbols and blend in with them?
So it's like an active camouflage type thing where, so if you're standing up against stone, even if there's like writing and stuff that is etched into it, your body will kind of will make it look like the contours of it so that it's hard to see you.
What? Okay, and then if those symbols get on my body, will they affect me in any way, shape, or form?
You have no idea, but they typically, it's just, especially if it's just writing, probably not. Because those symbols aren't actually getting etched into you or anything. It's like a picture of it. Does that make sense?
So this hallway is glowing, you said?
No, it's not glowing.
It's
just very, very ornate.
Step into it.
Okay. You have to be in it to investigate it.
I already went into it.
Nothing happens when you go in it.
All right. I would like to investigate and see if there's anything other than those symbols.
It just there's a lot of writing. It looks like some of it is just pictograms rather than actual letters and writing. And it just looks like a really ornate hallway. Nothing special about it.
Anything special about the door?
No, just a very ornate door.
Yeah, I don't really want to be up here by myself.
So what happens if I drop my torch and leave it in this room and then walk into them with them?
Are you doing that?
Fine. I'll carry it with me because I know we need the fourth light in order to get this event started. So everyone take a deep breath, and I walk in. I'm in.
All right. All right.
I'll try this door.
All right. So sure, you can investigate the door for traps.
You have to do it very quickly while I'm pushing on it.
There do not seem to be any traps, and this one as well, just at the lightest touch, swings open.
This is a very well-oiled door, guys. So. Oh my.
So as you look down both hallways, you see what seems to be a lot of little indents into the walls. It seems to be a crypt.
They just throw them down on the ground, or
they are. All of these skeletons are laid upon like burial tables, so they're entombed kind of on these slabs. I need you to roll initiative.
I decide to destroy one of them then if she's not taking bones.
No, they look like they're mummies. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're not stealing their bones, you don't need to roll for initiative yet. Yeah.
Okay.
If you would like to do an investigative check to kind of see, because there do seem to be, stuff kind of all like, again, this whole hallway seems very ornate.
Yeah.
Everything is quiet. The whole temple has been quiet the whole time. The only sounds have been you guys walking, opening doors, all that. Oh, nat 20. So you are fairly certain there is writing all around like each of these openings. You are fairly certain that these are just like chronicles of each of these individuals' deeds.
Well,
So
like these are important.
Yeah, these are the honored dead. More than likely, yeah. It's a riddle.
That's what I was gonna do.
Rolling the shit.
That was literally my next step.
So you've got this hallway down this direction that goes around the corner.
There's nothing this way.
Nope, that's just kind of a little enclave. There's like a little table there with some ornamental stuff on it.
Yeah. I'll go this direction and check it out.
There looks to be 4 golden statues. I don't know. Take one and find out. Okay, you can investigate these golden statues. Yes.
Rolling a religion check or something.
A religion would work as well if you'd like to. So these... Very good, Aaron.
Sweet.
These are what look like icons of the 4 different, what are called the aspects of Jerra. So Jerra as a deity is said to have 4 aspects. So the 3 domains that he is kind of a lord over. So magic, death, and war. And then the 4th aspect, which is the aspect of shadow.
Well, I was going to say that's the same as... No, it's not. I mean,
Yep.
red would be war. Obviously, black would be shadow. But what was the? What are the other 2?
Death and arcana.
Well, blue would be arcana then. But death. These are gold idols.
These are gold idols, yes, and you notice that they are positioned in the same order as the riddle. So, no.
Can I put the white, the white flame on the 3rd one? Like, just hold it up to it.
Yeah, you can. Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, before we do anything else with that, I'd like to see what's down this hallway.
Okay. As you go down this hallway, you turn the corner, and you see that it continues down.
Oh my god, this is a lot of dudes or girls.
Yep. It might. It just nope. It looks like a continuation of it. And it looks like it turns like another corner here.
Okay.
So what is the order that you guys are walking down these halls?
I'd like to walk first. Huh? Nobody's muted.
They are muted on my screen.
Who's... Scylla's muted? Oh. She muted herself.
was
So,
weird.
make a perception check, everybody.
Yeah.
It might be. Sorry.
You said perception.
Yes, perception. Oh, very good, Heath. Heath, you notice right here. So, Heath, you notice right here, and Scylla, you also notice right here, that there is a line of... so the rest of the floor is all just solid stone. And right here, across the whole hallway, is kind of this square all the way around the walls, the floor, the ceiling of this like double-lined with script inside. Sure, you are just from context, you are fairly certain that this is a warning or a notation that this is the beginning of something.
It's the beginning of us getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, we'll take a second, go to the stairs.
Right. Is everybody going up to the stairs?
No, I won't be able to do much.
What did Heath say? I missed it.
Are you driving, Heath?
Yeah, I'm trying to drive out of Ford right now, but I'm waiting on slow truck drivers. But I should be able to do stuff in 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. All right, going upstairs then, huh? There are stairs. They go upstairs.
I'm going up the stairs. What are you doing?
Taking the extra out.
All right. So we're gonna end up here.
Why?
So this is the order you guys were in coming up. All right. All right. So you are now on the second story. What you need, Heath?
But
Stay outside.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'll put you on speakerphone then. Heath's computer blue screen to death, so he's gonna listen through the phone while we kind of go through this. So here you guys are on the second floor. As you come up the stairs, it kind of curves around a little bit, and then you have this straight hallway ahead of you.
Rapid hallway.
Yep, just a kind of a regular hallway. The stone through here and the hallway and stuff is just very plain compared to the crypt area, which was very ornate. This is just very plain, smooth stone. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual or different about it. It's just a hallway. Nope.
I'll go peek around.
Alright, so I'm assuming you can go up to the corner and take a look around? Yes. It is a long hallway with 3 doors on the left side. These doors seem plain and simple and kind of very similar to the doors in the first part of the building you guys were looking at. Okay. As you look into the room, it looks like a bedroom, but it's a little bit more apportioned than the other ones you were looking at. While the other ones had looked like they may have been for like the acolytes, these ones looks like they're for priests proper.
I see.
But again, like this one does have a body, some bones in it from someone. But aside from that, there doesn't seem to be anything unusual or different about it. Just one.
Alright. Open this. Yeah.
Alright. If you're trying this door, it looks like an identical room to the other one. This one, though, I do need you to make a perception check. Okay. Okay. So this one, you notice that the skeleton is in the center of the room, and there is a ruined book under the skeleton's hand. And as you open the door, what seems to be a mist starts to come out of the skeleton.
Alright. Cool.
So are you just closing the door and moving on, or what are you doing?
I want to find some. I barge in.
You barge in? Alright, then I need you to roll initiative. What'd you say, Heath? Okay. Alright. Summon the boy. There we go. And you rolled a... Okay, and then Scylla is at... Okay, and then... that was a... And then I want to sort descending. Alright, so Brittany.
Mhm.
Oh no, not Brittany. Scylla. You get to go first. Well, out of this body. Stop doing that. Uh-oh. There we go. Out of the body rises a ghost.
Aww.
It's a sperm ghost.
We're in combat phase. So the ghost kind of comes out and kind of immediately gives off like this shriek, like like. So I do need. Are you laughing at me, Brittany?
No.
I do need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw
Oh.
against
we do that
against its scream.
Hey. I knew that.
Do you want me to roll it for you, Heath?
Just
Okay.
knew that.
Oh boy. Oh, this is not going well for you already. Scylla, I need you to roll a d10 for how much you age by.
What?
You said you guys were coming into the room. Well, you still heard the scream, so. Alright, so you add 6 years to your age. I'm sure. What'd you say, Heath? Sorry.
Very good.
The wisdom save in the save box. Okay. Did you know you can play via app on your phone? Scylla was asking.
It does not work. Shit.
So, can you hear us now, Heath? Okay. Can you resend the Skype link? Heath's almost ready to get back on it. If you're on Skype, you should be able to just rejoin the call since you've joined it once already. So, okay. So you go first, Scylla, and you are currently fearful of the ghost. That's not quite how that works. Because you can only give. I mean, you can still do that, but so if since you are fearful of it, you cannot go any closer. You should probably try to move away, but you can make another wisdom saving throw to become unfrightened. You are no longer frightened of it. So you are able to move against it if you would like to. Okay. All right. It fails its wisdom save. So roll damage for it, a d4. If you hit the spell itself on your character sheet, it will roll that for you, but that's the same thing it rolls. So you did 3 damage? Okay. What is this? This is... So I did 3. Cut this down.
That's a good point.
Alright, I believe. Alright, there we go. Alright, then it is Domovoi. It is your turn. You are also fearful of it, but you can make a save to become unfearful.
Really?
You succeeded there, so you may go at it if you will.
I will attack it.
Okay.
Just try. I would also like to use my action surge and attack again.
Okay.
Using my luck and reroll it. Oh my god.
So before you use your luck,
Oh.
Both of those would have hit.
Okay, sorry.
So that's gonna be all right. That was a nice hit. All right, Venandi, it is your turn.
Gotta come in
Okay.
and hit him
All right.
with my sword.
Alrighty.
No, I'm not.
Nope, that's a miss.
Bullshit.
Actually, because it is a, you do have advantage on that attack.
Do I get to roll it again?
Yeah. That was not any better, so you still didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
Alright, Heath, it is your turn. Oh, okay. So both Aaron and Brittany stepped up and attacked it with weapons. Aaron hit, Brittany did not, and Scylla mocked it mercilessly. And damaged its psyche a little bit. So it has taken some damage. I mean, you can talk at the ghost. The ghost probably is not going to understand anything you're saying.
So I haven't understood Silhouette.
You can step into the room, sure. Yeah, it just has to be able to hear her. And ghosts do hear. Yes, you're in range of it. That was a great roll there, Heath. And it doesn't matter because it's saved anyway, so it didn't do anything. All right. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. All right. So the ghost is going to move here and then attempt to possess Domovoi.
Oh no. Don't look at him.
So
Don't look at him.
Domovoi, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma,
Yes.
not con.
So it successfully possesses you.
I use a luck.
You can use a luck, sure, if you want to reroll that. Oh, there you go. So how many luck rerolls have you used, Aaron?
I have one left.
You have one left? Okay. As I noticed, you've used quite a few.
Yeah, no, I'm taking. Well, you said before the last one before you rolled, so I'll just take it back.
Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. And then, yep. Not bad. And then since it failed to possess you, it screams again, so I need everybody to make another wisdom save.
2 20s in a row.
Nobody likes me.
Thanks.
I'm gonna use the luck. Wisdom, right? Wisdom.
Yep.
Fucking bitch. Balls. Yay!
Are you going to use a luck reroll, Scylla? You have one per day at least, or did you already use it? Roll another d10, Scylla. I'm sure I don't mean a d4. Wait, you were 17, you added 6, you were 23. You added 2 more, you're 25?
Somebody can't do math.
You were 17 to start with, right? You added 6 the first time, so you'd be 23. You added 2 more this time, you would be 25.
What does that do? Why is that a bad thing to gain?
Because once you hit certain markers, you start losing stats and stuff. Because your character has become old. Yes. You need a greater restoration spell. A greater restoration spell. Clerics of a moderately high level.
No.
Not your cleric currently. No. Your cleric leveled up. He's got new spells and stuff. It's your turn again. You need to make another wisdom save because you're fearful of it. So if you want to attack it or something, you'll have to. You are still fearful of it, so you are not able to attack it. So you can move away from it, or you can just stay where you are, quivering in fear. Uh, 30. I think you have 35 feet, so 7 spaces. Oh no, you have 30 feet, so. Maybe. Probably not, though. There's quite a bit of stone and stuff between those. Like there? Up there? Okay. 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 5, 6. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Alright. Next is Domovoi.
How do you do flanking? Disadvantage +2, what do you?
What are you doing?
How do you do flanking?
Flanking gives you advantage, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack with Zimal.
Okay. That is a hit. Does 13, so does 6. Okay. Venandi, it is your turn. You are, let me see, you are fearful of it as well, so you'll need to make another wisdom save to become unfearful.
Oops, sorry. I can reroll that if you need me to.
Yeah, reroll that, because you don't need advantage on that.
What's your
Wisdom.
proficient in wisdom?
Huh?
Saving throws from that little box. I mean,
Where?
you haven't been rolling that?
Nope.
You're
What box?
proficient in it. The little box right there. Yeah, those are saving throws.
Oh. What?
Oh, very good. You are no longer fearful of it, and you get to pound at it. Remember, you do have advantage on the attack against it because it is a creature of the type that you are good against.
Double advantage for flanking.
Oh, you're gonna hit it and do 5 damage. Are you doing your right turn anything on it or no?
No.
Okay. And then it would be Heath's turn. I'm assuming he's going to Sacred Flame it again. Ba-dum. Ah. Alright. And so I need to roll the save for it. Boom. It failed the save. I'm going to give him the one that I rolled for him. You rolled a 1? Okay. Alright. Then the ghost on its turn is once again going to try to possess Domovoi. So Domovoi, I need you to roll a charisma save. A 9, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
Are you using your last luck reroll? Or are you going to take that result?
I'm going to take it.
Alright, it successfully possesses you.
It's on top of you.
So, Priscilla, it is your turn. You can make another wisdom saving throw to become unfearful. Alright, you are successfully no longer terrified. 5, 10, 15, 25, yeah. Okay. It successfully saves against your mocking of it. It is very unhappy with your insults and thinks you're quite mean. A bonus action. You want to give inspiration to somebody? I mean, you could do that, but it's a magical scream, so that wouldn't help. No, you don't have
You're
any.
gonna get old, Brophy. Just accept it. We all got to get older sooner or later.
So Domovoi, your turn is taken by the ghost.
Right.
It is going to attempt to attack Sovan.
Okay.
You
want me to roll?
No, because it doesn't get any of your proficiencies or anything.
Nice.
Yeah, so it uses your body, but poorly. I mean, sure, if he really wants to, he can.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead, roll.
What'd you say, Aaron?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I hit with the maul against Sovan, and that's going to be 2d6 plus, just 2d6.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be -2.
And I hopefully get a charisma check after this.
So that's going to be 6 minus 2 is 4. You're going to take 2 damage, Heath.
Wow, so weak. So weak.
Do I get to fight back against possession?
No, you do not.
Cool.
It is now Brittany's turn.
Wisdom.
Yes, I believe.
Try to do that.
Yeah, you're good. All right, that's good. So what are you going to do, Brittany?
I'm going to hit him.
You're going to hit him? Okay.
Do I get advantage?
No, because you are attacking Domovoi.
Oh. Sorry.
My AC is 15, though.
Ow.
And she crit failed. So roll another just roll a d20 for me, Brittany. I want to see what happens to your failures. Nothing, luckily. You just really miss him. Sovan, I want you to do a nature check. No, you can do a religion check. You can do religion or nature. Heath, sorry. Wonderful. You know that in order to get the ghost out of Domovoi's body, you need to cleanse him in some way. So your sanctuary spell would do it. If you damage Domovoi, it will hurt Domovoi the full amount, but it'll only hurt the ghost partially. And so while the ghost has taken a lot more damage than Domovoi has, it would probably eventually kill the ghost first. It would end up probably doing a lot of damage to him unless you can get the ghost out of his body.
Alright. So you order creature within range against an attack. Okay, so I cast Sanctuary on Domovoi.
Yep, Domovoi.
Domovoi.
And so if you will click on that so that I can see wisdom saving throw. Alright. And the ghost fails and comes out of the body. And so please what? Oh. So it stuns it for its turn, so it misses that because it also hit that. So, Scylla, it's your turn again. While it didn't fully understand what you were saying, it is beaten down by your psychic assault, and takes the 1 damage you dealt to it. Aaron, it's your turn.
Okay. Pretty pissed off at it. And I'm gonna hit it.
That is a hit.
Almost max damage.
And the ghost, through that, as you swing through the ghost with your maul one last time, it just kind of dissipates and its etherealness falls apart. It takes kind of like one last pitiful yell into the eternities before it just disappears.
Good riddance. And I flick it off and then search the room. All right. What?
It is a book that looks almost identical to the one that you all already have. It has the same symbol on the front. It's the same sort of black journal. This also has the same kind of clasp, except this one was open, but as you look through it, it's just a journal. It looks like it is this particular cleric's journal, and it does have some spells in it, but they're all in the language that you can't read. So it's like this cleric's spell book, this priest's spell book and journal. But there doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it. It doesn't radiate evil like the other one does. You put it in your backpack.
Alright, get the hell out of this room.
Nope, it's just the same kind of ruined bedroom. No, the bones disappeared when the ghost was created. Heath would like to take the cleric's spellbook instead of you. You can give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you already have all those bones in your backpack.
Yeah, I will say your backpack's getting fairly full there, Scylla. Oh.
Oh, now she specifies what bones. And they're all £1 each. That's Michael's choice, not yours.
And bones don't weigh a pound. Sorry.
Bones.
So, just to kind of speed things along a little bit because we're getting really late. This room is another. This one is a completely empty, but the same kind of bedroom thing. And then down this way is more hallway. But you notice there's a little indent over here that maybe leads to something. This is a little bit of a better appointed, still kind of priest level room. This one has another skeleton in it. This one has kind of like a window that looks down into that central chamber from that below that.
Which one?
The one with the 4 pillars and the big altar in the middle.
Do we see anything from this different viewpoint?
No, that room looks very much the same.
Okay.
This way looks like a staircase down. Over here. Looks like a staircase down. This room is another, well-appointed room with a window overlooking the kind of central area. No skeleton in that one. This is, again, same sort of thing, no skeleton in this one either. So as you kind of come around this last corner here, it looks like this area was kind of a sitting and viewing area for that central area. There's 4 or 5 seats kind of here, and you see 2 skeletons kind of in 2 of the seats. Nah. Okay. Not really, no. This is all just kind of living quarters.
Seems like it continues. I assume.
This is a staircase up.
Oh.
All right. Oops. Gotta give me a minute. Gotta get it all set up here. Alright. Alright, welcome to floor 3.
Oh, it seems like another hallway here.
Alright, so this room here looks kind of like a sitting area almost. There's a few chairs, there's what looks like some stone bookcases. Any books that were on the shelf have all decayed down to basically nothing over time. But this looks like a kind of a nice little area. There's a hall that goes this way, and then there's a bunch of doors. This area looks more well off kind of thing. Like it almost looks like as you go up the pyramid, you kind of get to the higher ranking people. Can you ping it? That's a door. The door is locked. His key doesn't fit in it. Excuse me.
I have a crowbar.
Wow. You've been stealing bones this whole time, but you don't want to be a thief?
You make a skeleton key.
And if you're reading chat, I did write up earlier, this is where the master key is.
I do want everybody to make a perception check. All right. Yeah, you don't. But Brittany, you notice that the floor in this room, while the bookshelves and stuff in this kind of central room are, dilapidated and stuff, and the furniture is kind of wrecked, the floor is fairly clear, and there seems to be, like, the floor also doesn't really have the same kind of dust over it that much the rest of the temple has had on the floors. And it seems that the path of, like, this cleanliness kind of goes from this door to this door and then down this hall. Right here, yeah. Where? Both of these doors are locked.
Can I try the door?
All right, make a strength check. Not a strength save.
Oh, sorry.
Just, actually, you could use athletics if you want.
Should do.
Oh, very good. You are able to kind of force the lock, and you hear the lock kind of like crack a little bit, and you are able to open the door. And as you open the door, you are greeted by a library. This room has lit torches in it in the corners, and it seems rather neat and tidy. The shelves are in good order, and while the shelves are fairly sparse, there are a few books amongst the shelves.
Oh, the books are sparse?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of books there, but there are a few, and they look newer.
Yeah, definitely want to investigate. Get it through.
It's all books in this language that you are unfamiliar with. There does not appear to be here in this part of in this library. No. Okay, Heath grabs one of the books at random. You notice, Brittany, that they all seem to be religious in nature, because they have many of the same symbols that you've seen throughout the whole temple in them. So they seem to be books about religion, probably related to Jerra, but again, they're in this language that you're not familiar with. It does appear a few times, yes, through the scripts. Yeah, you can grab a couple of books that have those in them, sure.
You said there's lit torches in here?
Yes, there's lit torches in here. There are not any other doors. Heath had a nat 20 on his investigation. There are no other doors here.
Okay. So, can I tell how long ago the torches were lit?
The torches were lit no more than 10 days ago.
Hmm.
Here, let me do it if you don't mind. What was it?
Athletics?
This is not the same reason. Doing great.
You work at the door but aren't able to force it open. Sure. You also work at the door for a while but are unable to force it open.
I want to try.
Sure.
This is a really sturdy door, guys.
Hold on. I want to try athletics. No!
Oh my god.
You can take 10 minutes to take a 10 plus your strength modifier, or plus your athletics modifier, or you can take 30 minutes to take a 20 plus your athletics modifier.
Can I just use my luck?
I mean, if this is what you want to use your luck on.
Can I shoot it with the crossbow?
Sure, but it's a really sturdy stone door, so it's not going to do shit to it.
Okay. Well, I'll come up with luck.
What about your sleight of hand?
You can do card tricks at it?
No, because you don't have a thieves' tools.
I do have a hammer.
You gonna try to melt the lock?
So what does wasting 10 minutes do?
If you waste 10 minutes, you can take 10. Like, so...
A dirty 20.
Okay, so an 11 got the door open last time?
A 21 got the door open last time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Let's just take the 30 minutes.
All right.
So, like,
So, okay. So you guys take your time and get the door open. When you finally get the door open, it opens to a well-lit, what looks like study type room, like a sitting room. It has a few chairs. It's got torches kind of on a couple places on the wall. It has one little bookshelf again with some books on it. It has this nice little table. It is obvious that someone is living here. I mean, they
have to be.
within the last week, someone was living here, if not currently. There's a book like sitting on the table next to like this glass, like someone was reading and they just set the book down when they went out. It's another one of these what looks like religious texts in this other language. It does not. I mean, aside from it being quite out of place compared to everything else, no, not really. There's a door here, and there's a door here. No, it is not.
Is my door locked?
It is not either.
I do mine at the same time she opens her door.
Alright, so Heath, yours opens to a bathroom.
Yay, my bathroom! Be right back, guys. Close the door. Close the door. Give me cover.
Yours opens into a bedroom. So it's got a well-appointed bed in it, another table and another side table and chair and another shelf, and it has a chest, but the chest is locked. It's this at one point was probably like the high priest's chambers, but whoever's living in there now doesn't seem to be like a high priest. Because while there are like religious texts and stuff all around, there's not quite the ornateness of things as you would expect. Sure.
Are we rolling athletics, right?
It's not a mimic, no.
I done the one where I ran into y'all's room. I didn't use the restroom. That's the toilet and everything.
As you put the crowbar, who's using it? So who's using the crowbar?
Steve.
I'd say Brittany.
You say Brittany.
Gentle enough to get it open without anything breaking.
As soon as the crowbar touches the lock, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Me?
Yeah.
Heath first.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. Huh.
All right. So Heath was here, and you and Brittany were both working on it as well. I need both of you now to make a Constitution save.
I'm glad I didn't touch the box. Because you're all dead.
You all take 12 points of lightning damage. Like lightning, it appears that there's some sort of lightning charm on the lock, and when the metal of the crowbar touched the metal of the lock, the lightning arced into Heath, and even though he was made of earth, the non-earthy parts of him conducted enough of it that it also, like, it shocked him and, like, jumped to you and Brittany.
Okay.
I guess we're all taking a nap on that bed.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Who has the most health?
Hey.
You're getting back. Come back up here. Yes. All right. Okay. Fine. You stay there then. I am going to cast my healing spell. No, stay down there. Spells. Healing word onto Venandi.
Venandi, okay.
Yeah. I'm level 2, so level 2, submit.
So 5 points of healing.
Yep.
So you gain 5 HP there, Venandi.
And I am going to use one of my potions to heal me. And how do I do that?
I believe that you roll. Let me check.
2d8s.
Is that what it says on your thing? Did you write it down?
I remember you telling me that's what I remember was 2d8s, or maybe 2d6s. I would rather you check it and then let me know.
Yep, I'm gonna check. That means that if someone is at below or 0 hit points, you keep them from having to make death saves, and they just automatically stabilize. 2d4, Heath.
2d4, okay.
2d4 plus 2. Nice. Got an 8, so you recover 8 hit points.
Okay, since how am I at? I was at 3. Now I'm at 11. I should be at 11.
No, because you were actually you're right where you're supposed to be. You're at 7 of 21 because you forgot to add your hit points from your level before. So you're at 15. So okay.
Oh, I get what you mean. Like you changed my health to 21, but I stayed at 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I added that into it to fix that.
15, 24, and 11, and then I'll use my other potion on that coward.
I already did it.
You already.
Yeah,
Brittany, did you have a potion?
I had 4.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Scylla, you gain 7 hit points. We'll add that. There you go. Alright. So now what do you do?
I'll walk on out of that room.
I like to investigate. What else do I see?
It's just somebody's bedroom.
In the locked chest with lightning?
Yep.
Do I notice anything about the chest? I have to roll for that, I guess. Other than it just wrecked us all?
It's just a really nice chest.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
So this is a staircase. This is a staircase up. There is a lever kind of near the top of it where like the ceiling kind of like seems to like close in on the stairs, and there's a lever. But the lever looks well taken care of, and the kind of the open path that you had seen between these two doors continues kind of this way. As you pull the lever, the stone roof above you for like about 5 feet of it kind of moves back into the rest of the stone, and it opens up onto the top of the pyramid.
Like where the altar was?
Yes.
Did you tell you?
Alright, so you're now on top of the pyramid. You can make an investigation check if you would like. Okay. So Aaron, you now notice that that down the steps and at this top area does seem to be a bit cleaner than you would expect for how old the ruins and stuff are, as if there's someone has been through recently. No, there's nothing remarkable about the altar.
Well, since we're here, I kind of want to check out that door.
Is that even possible?
Yes, that door is open, or not open, you can open it. Over here. You all find yourself in a staircase that winds around a little bit and then ends up coming out up here.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the one where we're
So
about
we
to go.
decided to go up. The only
That was that staircase
That
you
was
just
it.
came up at. So that down staircase on this floor went to the outside door. Yes.
So I'll do it with you.
All right.
What are we doing? Oh.
So what is the order you are going across the line in? And you're holding the blue torch? Yep, and then, all right, so as you step across the line, in that order, nothing seems to happen.
Damn it.
But it said nothing gained, so. Keep going.
All right, so as you guys trap.
Oh.
So we might have
Yeah,
got
I'm
attacked
pretty
with
sure the Nether Dead is the statue down here.
So as you guys get to the end of the hall,
You're slacking.
you see another corridor with tombs in it. But the end of this one seems to have something to the right here.
Dun,
We don't notice any more scripty lines anywhere, do we?
There are those lines periodically throughout this part of the tomb.
Holy shit.
Was there anything on this end, or is this the wall? Just the wall?
So, this wall here has 4 indentations in it with bowls. Yes, with bowls, and the bowls seem to have some kind of oil in them. Okay.
Should we do the first bowl first?
Same order.
Shouldn't we go in order? Is
All
it
right.
too late to do that, Michael?
Okay. As you light the 4th one, the whole wall shudders, and it becomes, and a line is seen down the middle of it, and it opens as a door to a large staircase going down. And And I think that is where we need to call it for the night.
Oh no. He plans to kill us next time. He doesn't want to kill us tonight.
It's already midnight, and I still have to finish my sermon and stuff tomorrow.
Oh man.
There's a horror sound.
Right.
Rose fudge. Not sure how that works.
So if you go down, if you look at the dice list on the left side in the list of things, there's one called fudge. If you roll fudge, it like increases or decreases a number. It's like a way to like adjust other numbers by a random amount. By up to +1, -1, that sort of thing. Yes, I'm sure.
This one's gonna take forever.
It's already midnight, and actually, probably when you guys came out of the temple, I should have had you guys go off and like do sleep for the night or something. So, yeah.
Does that mean we automatically restore health?
Yeah, so you'll get restoration of spells and health and luck and all of that for next session. You won't get XP until you get back to town and have a chance to apply things. So
And how many
once
days
the whole
has
thing
passed?
is over. So far, 1 day. So far, you've had 1 day of travel, 1 day of exploring the tomb.
2 days.
So far 2 days, and you had to wait 1 day for the scouts. So there are 6 days until the next full moon.
Alright, guys. I'm off to bed.
Alright, y'all have a good night.
Good night.